But how do you think, okay, after the interview can, do you remember what, I mean, like, not the weirdest, it couldn't be, it doesn't have to be the weirdest, but the question that you remember the most during the interview. And not the weirdest, yang lain pada lain lah. The most unusual question that you could remember. I think it's common like macam weakness ke, strength ke kan. Apa yang macam pelik sikit.
Okay.
I think I couldn't remember that also.
Okay, so maybe we can okay, before I go to the jump to that answer, I think I would like to share, like, maybe you also have your interview experience. I think you have some I believe that you also have like different stages of interview process, right? You also have undergone that kind of interview. Because there are different kind of interview, depends on the company, if it's a small, a big, or MNC, for example. So usually like the regular interview is just one time, and then if it's like bigger company, maybe second time, and if it's bigger company, maybe like fourth time or five. So I think the thing that I remembered the most was, I don't really remember much of the questions, but one thing that struck my heart was like this one question from the interviewer about what are the tell me one experience where you didn't grab the chance and you missed it.
Yeah, wow, we never had that one.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, I was like so like surprised with that question. You know, I didn't, for sure we didn't prepare the answer, because usually interview questions are just like the normal interview questions. But then maybe because they want to see how do we see that failure. Yeah, the answer, right? I answered differently actually, because I couldn't remember any specific point, but during that time I have like one specific personal kind of thing in which I shared with them. But after the interview, suddenly I remembered, oh gosh, why didn't I remember? There's another point in my life in which I didn't take the chance, and I regretted it, in which the story that I mentioned to you just now. Like I really wanted to enter the debate club. To become the debate you have to go to audition first, right? I really wanted, but because I was so shy, I'm confident. I know that I can make it, but I'm just so shy. I do not know how to talk in front of public even. And then I was not able to get into the team, even though I know that I'm capable to do it. So because of that, that missed chance has made me someone who is like, okay, every time I got a chance, I will just do it. Like I don't bother if I fail, but as long as I just try, because the first 1, 2, 3 maybe we will not get the result that we wanted, but maybe after a few times, inshallah, we will get it. So I think that's the most memorable question from interviewers.
Okay, I have to mengaku lah, I cannot recall.
Yeah, maybe it's too long for you.
Because it's like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That's a question interview. Tapi I remember it. Like, it's not really like a formal question. Oh, I think most of the question I remember. They asked me how do I match. Macam mana Amalina marah.
They asked you that?
So if you like team colleague ni, how do you express your anger? Or no, like colleague tak lah. I think she asked me about at home. Kan? Macam mana, how I get angry at home. But still
I asked you that question.
Interview So I was like, this is it a trick question ke? Macam mana ni? How should I tend to say I could not remember. I was like, could not remember. But
So you do not know if you have to be very, very like open, honest, or you have to cover a
yeah, I don't know where should I put myself.
bit. Yeah.
Like she was being like, okay, because I think maybe she was like, I do not know if she thinks I'm quite soft person or, or if she thinks
Okay,
like
background info for those who watch this. I didn't know who ever watched this. Background info. Amalina is someone who is very calm. She is she is very very lambat nak marah. She's very calm, you know, like I really adore her, and then that's why I like to be friend with her. And she's very lambat nak marah. She's very calm. Her voice is very calm. So when interviewer asked this question, I was like, no, because yeah, sometimes I also there's a one time as well. I was curious. Bila Amma marah, something like that lah. But then when I enter, we're housemate. Then we know each other. We kind of know each other. But yeah. So how do you answer?
I think I can. I mean, partly true lah. Okay. Disclaimer bukan ni apa clarification. Bukan lambat marah. Tak ada lah, cepat je trigger dengan orang buat. Cuma tak tahu nak respon apa. Faham tak? Tapi I'm a very quite was certain situation I still like macam quite expressive lah. Quite expressive and like tak suka ke macam tu kan. Tapi sometimes family dengan working punya colleagues different kan. You will fight with your siblings but you don't fight with your friends. Like you don't care how you talk je, tak kisahlah cakap dengan sibling kan. So I don't know how to adapt. That's really like macam. So they even give me a situation like say your brother tak buat apa yang you suruh. So macam ni you respond.
Bagi brother pula. Okay.
So macam okay, tak ingat lah. Tapi I rasa
so you answer what?
tak terus terang sangat. Tapi I was like memang mostly I tend to macam ni dah cerita pasal myself dah. I tend to reserve sikit lah. I mean if I get mad, I keep the mad. I macam simpan lah kan, which is not also good, right? So I think that's one of the interesting question kan.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Maybe because the interviewer also curious when I meet you like, when bila dia ni marah? Kenapa dia macam tenang sangat? Maybe like that good. That's interesting though, because the interview is just like first time though with you, and then suddenly they ask that question. They are very like observant.
I mean and they were like quite casual. Macam I was expecting like very macam formal lah kan, tangan macam I know very structured, ask and question and answer, question answer. But then the panel were like quite laid back, like okay. She even like relax lah macam it's okay. Okay.
So that one is like the first interview.
No, there was like I don't remember. Was it
after first interview? Sebab kan different companies kan ada few stages interview. So that the one that you attended, the
first for the company.
First for the company. Oh, the first company already had like back one
First stage. Yeah.
So after that, do you have other stages?
Yeah, I do have. Yeah, next. But what the other stages was involving group interview. So that was not very casual because group interview more to technical questions. We have case study. So not really more into our personality. So I mean the first stage they would like to know our attitude, our personality. So if they are okay, then we proceed to the next, and then to see, I mean, who will be better, more on like handling with, working with team and such. Yeah, but then
there's another stage after that.
Yeah, I got an interview, but I have to reject.
Oh,
Because
okay.
clash with other interview. It clash with other offer. So yeah,
Right.
it's more
I
of a
see. I have also attended this one, the interview. My first ever interview was very laid back as well, like the one you shared. Like
It's
for the
actually
girls, like,
making me more nervous.
oh
Ni
really?
like macam, is it a trap? Like kenapa nak casual sangat?
This is a threat. Ah, that's
Tahu
interesting.
during my first time, kenapa like I do not know. I think how casual I can be, how laid back. Should I remain formal or not at the time lah about adjusting?
Yeah. We were like, because we do not know how to expect, right? And then after we grow older, we grow older. So we kind of okay. Oh, then it should be like this. So whenever we have like we have to follow the interviewer modes, right? If they are laid back, we have to be laid back and laugh as well. But if they're serious, we have to be serious. If they ask in English, we have to answer in English. If they ask in Malay, we answer in Malay, right? So that's like some of the tips.
But have you ever? This is quite controversial question. Have you ever encountered any interviewee? I mean, those who the employer lah, that after that you hoping not to get the job because you don't like the way that they do their interview.
Macam mana? Huh?
Macam you went for interview. So the interviewee, the employer were not really not quite as you expecting, macam tak seperti yang you harapkan lah juga. Maksudnya maybe macam you dapat rasa like employer ni garang ke, employer ni sangat tegas ke, and then you personally didn't like the way that they manage you, manage the interview, and then ada tak pernah tak? Gitu sih.
Oh, and then you mean then I reject the offer because of them? Oh, wow, interesting.
Or at least memang kalau tak dapat tu lain cerita lah. Or at least macam
tak suka.
Even during interview, you dah macam okay. Dah pernah ada tak?
Alhamdulillah so far. Not that I can recall. If I cannot recall, then no lah. So tak ada.
I tak ada lah.
You have any?
I don't think so. Yeah.
I think because sorry, you first.
You first.
No, you first. I pun tak ingat dah.
Tak ada because maybe for fresh grad, macam rasa it's always about fulfilling the employer punya requirement. I mean, it's about you giving them. It's one way. So interview should be two ways lah. So that's why it's important to do research about the company before you go. At least lah, maybe if ever the interview very ad hoc, like maybe you got the call in the morning, dia kata interview petang ni. So at least just Google website there to get the info. And you cannot find the website even. If let's say you cannot find the website, it must be something also, talking something about the company lah kan. Kenapa tak ada website? So takut scam pula company tu kan. So it's always important lah to cross check back. It has to be two ways lah, faham tak? Sebab I heard that, banyak juga isu scam kan. Macam dia offer kerja tapi sebenarnya kerja tu kerja yang different ataupun sebenarnya bayar gaji yang lagi kurang ataupun benda-benda yang tipu lah, company tu tak exist ke. You kena bayar when you got the interview kan. When you first kerja tu. So it's good to check the company first lah before you go, so that nanti take the opportunity to ask. I mean to ask anything about the company lah.
Uh,
As simple as how what's the next step, or kalau dalam apa kat website tu, kalau relate to your job, maybe like asking is it something that is this something that I should do, or what kind of task that I'm expecting to do in your department, kan?
Correct. So you brought the point that interview should be like a two ways.
Yeah.
Two ways direction, because yes, we are very desperate to get a job, but at the same time we also have to know our rights as well.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
also have a say on the job, something like that. Yeah, I understand that, because I understand that for the job seekers, there are different situations for different people. Some people are just so they need the job, so they will just do everything. Tak kisah pun macam mana sekalipun, they just need the job for the pay, for the salary. But some maybe have the privilege to kind of choose the job, kind of choose the interviews that they want. So yeah, there are like two different categories. But whatever it is, I believe that we always have to be careful and know our rights.
Yeah. Know what you got into lah. Maksudnya what company is this, legit ke tidak. Maksudnya as long as not not very macam sah di sisi undang-undang tu cukup lah kan. Sometimes kita tak tahu company tu is company yang sebenarnya pun salah di sisi undang-undang juga kan. Macam better do a good research. We're not talking about kerja my point is not really focusing on like accepting of job offer that wasn't your that lower, macam gaji rendah ke, ataupun kerja di luar bidang ke, itu lain cerita lah kan. It's a matter of checking of the company. Sebab sekarang ni so especially for fresh grad lah. So sekarang ni kan masih.
You know what? I recall there's one time. Okay, when I'm not sure about you, but when I graduated, and then we thought that job searching is kind of easy. Kind of easy. I thought so. Maybe I'm not sure about other people.
Yeah.
But then I realized, okay, it really depends on the economic situation. It also depends on the companies as well. They want, even if they acknowledge that we are the best candidate, but because they don't have vacancy, so they cannot do anything. Even I have like connect with different people, approach and go to offices and give resume by hand. So with that fact, maybe some fresh grads, they are being deceived by I think I will get job. Terus dapat job after graduated. The job searching should start before, I think, during the final year, before that as well, actually, right? Because we want to share our presence to the future employers. At least we give like a good impression for them, even though we haven't finished our studies yet, but at least we have left good impression or give marks to some of the targeted companies. By the time if they are searching for employees, they can suddenly, this Mina, huh? I like her.
This lady.
This lady. I like her. Okay, let's just call her, something like that. So I believe that connection do good to people.
Connection is really important.
Connection is very important. It's not like cable or something like that.
Yeah.
It's just connection.
Cable if we use in negatively lah, good.
Cable is dia boleh masuk without any filter.
I think connection does really help. Even when you progress later in your career, kan, meaning later. Okay, I talk to seniors, colleague, and then managers who who progress, like how can you be manager, like how do you go to there, at latter stage, you don't go interview so much because it's not really much lah, because it's rather than like you talk to the connection, you talk to someone and say, oh, we got somebody, and then okay, we can interview you and see how it well, and that's how it goes lah. So making good connection is really one of the best tip. If even if the time is if you think is you're not ready to apply the job yet. Kalau contohnya macam this could macam mana you can try apply job that not your background, not yours, and if you got call for interview, you can just talk and get meeting and talk to them lah. Macam take a chance to talk to the people to make connection lah. You can do that lah if you want. Macam tu lah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Is it like one way of practicing?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Not to say it out loud, because some interviewers might feel like boy saja nak join just because of want to practice, right? But I think it's one of like I think people skill as well.
Yeah.
We can just apply on, and I mean right now we cannot be so choosy actually, right? Yeah. And I remember there was one time that I attended interview, and then look at the jobs, not look at some of the question and some of the responsibility that they mentioned during the interview, and then I feel like I cannot make it, and I be frank with them that I think I cannot fulfill that requirement, so I think I might not be suitable in this position. So they're surprised because I being so honest at time. usually people like, yeah, I can do that, I can. But during that time I know that, oh no, I don't like this. So and then okay, this is the point of like because that time I just attended the interview because I just want to see how the company looks like, and as well as what are some of the like the people in there, the company, and also the job description, something like that. So as I attended an interview, I feel like I cannot make this. I don't like to work like this, for example. So that's why, okay, I just be frank and then just tell them honestly that I'm not suitable in this position. So this is just to show to people, like even fresh grad, for example, that not to say that we are choosy, but we also have the right in interview to maybe say no, maybe say hours 10, for example, and if the work job does not align with your values, for example, then just say it out loud lah, daripada you suffer later because you say that I can do this, but eventually you cannot do that. But we can try, absolutely, we can try, but then it really depends on you, your inclination, or whatever it is lah. But itulah dia some of my interview experiences. That's why I say I have like several interview experiences where I just attended because okay, I just want to see if this is okay with me, if this fits me. I really want job, yes, but different people have different circumstances. Maybe I was not that desperate to get a job, but I understand some people who are very desperate to get a job and they will just accept it. So whenever you accept it, you always have to do your best. Yeah.
Oh my god.
What else?
How long we have? Berapa lama lagi ni kita boleh bercakap?
15 minutes.